Okay, class, we're moving on to problem number 6. Use a ruler to draw an accurate number line extending it from -8 to +8. Now, I don't have one. I simply have it to 5. I am not going to actually do this. I'm going to just show you how we can do some of these. And we're to mark the following points on the line. So we're just going to do the first. 3 and 1/3. So let's mark that. I have to go to +3, and 1/3 is right about there somewhere, right? And I better make that a little wider to get closer, but that's 3 and 1/3. Okay, and what else are they asking me to do? Uh, well, they're ultimately going to ask us which of the 7 numbers you have located is the largest. Remember, that's going to be the one that's furthest to the right, and which number is the smallest? Well, that's going to be the one that's furthest to the left. Okay, so let's look at number 7. Copy each of the following and replace each box with either greater than or less than. So another one of these great exercises. I think this is an easy one. 4.2 and 4.3. Okay, are you able to understand that this is simply a little bit larger than the other, right? This is 4.2 is less than 4.3. When we start getting into these negative numbers and decimals, you're going to be challenged to think which one's greater and which one's less. Let's jump down to G. We have 2.1 and we have 2.09. All right, well, we can see that 2.1 is just slightly larger because here we have 2.09 and we have 2.1. If we were to actually mark these, it'd be very difficult, but I would have to go 2.09 would probably be somewhere right there, and guess what? Right next to it would be 2.1. So 2.09 and 2.1. 2.1 is greater than. And now we have the negative one, or the negative representation of the same problem. And in that case, because 2.09, we have 2.1, let's say, is there, and 2.09 is right next to it, we would say that 2.09 is greater than, because it's to the right of 2.10. Okay, so that's number 7. Number 8, do the indicated operations. Okay, now it says here has a little asterisk, and we can read some decimal calculations are done easily by using an electronic calculator, whereas others are simple enough to do without. Beginning with this lesson, exercises for which an electronic calculator would be helpful would be marked with the asterisk. Okay, and so that's what we have up here. You can go ahead and you could see they're introducing the calculator, and they're saying you can do it. It's good to become familiar with inputting information into a calculator. You will certainly be using it further along in math and in science. So, so if some of these are easier, I think that the addition is probably not necessarily necessary, or in terms of using a calculator, you can, but go ahead. You can use it either way. Just be careful with your positives and negatives subtracting, and you should be fine. Okay, so that's the end of lesson number 1.